Kokesh, we were talking about coming off a torn ACL and coming back, and I know it's a little bit of a process. I mean, just how tough has it been, and how are you feeling?
You know, I feel very good. You know, I'm still coming off my injury. I still feel like it's not affecting me, but I still feel like I need to improve in areas that I feel that I'm still weak at, and especially my feet. You know, I got taken down first period right away, first minute and a half in the period, but stayed composed and kept confident in my wrestling, and you know, I was victorious this match. Hopefully get to see him again tomorrow, so it'd be a fun match.
How long were you off the mat then?
I was off the mat for about 4 or 5 months completely, and then back on the mat just drilling again about on my 5th month marker. So.
And you tore your ACL and then you won like what, 2 or 3 matches after that?
Yeah, I tore my ACL in the round of 12 last year against Tony Delago, and then won the next match against Wilps. It happened during that during the match before, so I ended up winning 2 matches on it, and then wrestled the 3rd match against Storley. So, you know, it's a tough, bitter loss for me, but you know, it's part of the sport, it's part of wrestling, and you just gotta improve from what you didn't do right and move on.
You've been 3rd and 4th. I know you ranked 2nd coming into this season, and you've beaten the guy who's #1. I know he's beaten you too, but I mean, how motivated and hungry are you for this season?
You know, losing to Storley last year in that quarterfinal match was probably the toughest loss that I've ever had to deal with in my entire wrestling career. You know, up with you know, the riding time with 8 seconds left and getting taken down with 1 second left was very, very devastating for me. But you know, I have a lot of faith in my coaches, a lot of faith in my team, and you know, I didn't want to let that affect the way I wrestled the rest of that tournament and the way I'm going to go into the rest of this season. So you know, I just need to stay confident with myself, believe in the coaches, and most importantly, believe in myself.
Jordan Burroughs, you trained with him a lot. Now he's the assistant coach. I mean, how much does that help, having him around?
You know, Burroughs is one of the greatest partners anyone could ever ask for. You know, just his feel of wrestling is just amazing. His speed and his mental attitude towards this sport is above and beyond anyone that I've ever met. And you know, he keeps me very focused on what I need to do. You know, I get that look from him with the speed, and it makes me a lot faster in my wrestling too. So, and that's especially mentally. You know, he's had a lot of ups and downs in his career too. You know, when he tore his LCL and PCL, you know, in his, well, would have been his senior year of college, and you know, he just stayed positive. And you know, that's what I need to go into this season. You know, after coming off this injury, just staying positive and believing in myself.
James Green's kind of in the same boat you are. He's been right there, ready to win it. I mean, how much does that help having another guy you train with, kind of has those same goals and is right there?
You know, it's awesome. You know, I love. I almost make it like a competition with James. You know, I see him doing so well, and it makes me want to do well because I don't want him to outdo me. So tonight he got the pin, and I only got the decision, but you know, I just got to keep advancing in my wrestling, and you know, James is a great competitor and a great teammate, and you know, I couldn't step out on the mat there with anyone else with a captain like James Green.
Last question. I know this probably wasn't first meet of the year, and I know there's some young guys with some potential, some veterans with some experience. I mean, how do you see this team progressing as the season goes along?
You know, I think we're going to improve quickly. You know, we got a lot of guys in here that didn't wrestle last year. You know, our 33, 41, 49 pounders, 97 pounder, they're all new guys. So you know, that's going to be really exciting. And I'm really excited to see how this team turns out because I know we're going to do well. And I know at the end of this year we're going to improve a lot, and we're gonna be finishing at the top. And I quote that, we're going to finish at the top.
Maybe think of one more. Big Ten, you got the top 4 guys at your weight. You wrestled those guys a lot. I mean, how challenging is that? Is that kind of what you faced in previous years? You know,
I love the competition. You know, I love that. I heard that Story was going up to, down to 65 for a while. And you know, that actually kind of upset me for a little bit because, you know, having that competition in that weight class is what's going to make that title that much more sweet. And you know, especially, you know, going out there and compete with those guys that I've been competing with for 3 years. So you know, going out there and compete with those guys is an honor, and I really appreciate the fact that, you know, we all stuck it out and all of us are, you know, mostly healthy and continue to have a successful season.